Hello, Pastor Steve again, and today's moment of hope is about the shared sacrifice that we are going through. Yesterday we talked about how we can focus on the Lord during this time, and that the Lord really can help us to overcome our anxieties and our fears and our doubts, because through communion with Him and prayer and through His Holy Spirit. But also, one of the nice things that I'm seeing is the way we as a people are coming together to help one another, and even sacrificially. I grew up for years hearing stories about my relatives that were involved in the time of World War II, and how many of my family went off to fight in that war, and the ones who stayed home, scavenged rubber and metals and all that to help out in the effort, and everybody sort of sacrificially gave of their time and their resources. And that was a time that they talk about. It was a terrible time, but it was also a unifying time, that the nation somewhat came together. And out of that time came a real time after post-war time of the nation working together as a whole, and even solving some of our issues of racial strife and things like that. So, I always wondered, where will I see that in my lifetime? And we're beginning to see it. That we've had generational type issues, and with the millennials and OK Boomer and all that stuff. But this really is a time we're going through a time where we have a virus that mainly is targeted toward people in the last years of their lives. And yet we as a society, we're not having schools, we're not in school, we're closing things down. All of this is being done to protect our most vulnerable persons in the community. And so you're seeing across generations people living sacrificially in order to help one another. And I like that. I think when we look at that, we see scripturally, Jesus says that we're to love our neighbors and be good neighbors, and like the Good Samaritan, be merciful and compassionate, and sacrifice our time and our efforts and our resources in order to help those who are most vulnerable. Jesus said there's no greater love than that a person lives sacrificially for a friend or a brother or a sister or a neighbor. And of course, He vivified that on the cross. So one of the signs of hope that I see is a real sense in the community of we're all in this together, and we're going to see this through to protect those who are most vulnerable amongst us to this virus. And so I believe we'll get through this through the strength and the hope of God, but we'll be stronger on the other side, because we'll have that sense of shared purpose and that unity. So God bless you, and have a blessed day.